All right. Hello, everybody. We're back for another edition of 60 Second Docs Live. I am Dan. I run 60 Second Docs, and I am the de facto live stream host in this new era. For those of you that haven't seen this program, we decided that with the kind of landscape of entertainment these days, that we would let you get to know us a little bit better by going live in a weekly program. It's Thursdays at noon. People have been loving it, so we have continued to do it. And today we have a very special guest I'm very excited about. The video of this person is posted across our social platforms. If you want to go check that out now or at any time during this, I won't take offense if you bail to watch the video. But we have Dana Fischer, who is our Magic the Gathering girl. Come on out, Dana. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Good.
Where are you right now geographically? Where do you live?
I am in San Diego, California, specifically in Carmel Valley.
Oh, wow. Oh, Carmel Valley, man. That's a beautiful spot. That's where Big Little Lies is, right?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. Woo. It's an HBO show, but Carmel is really incredible. I drove through there once and saw sea lions immediately. Are you near the water?
A little, sort of. Kind of, sort of.
That's cool. And then, so you are known for Magic the Gathering.
Yes, I'm 9 years old. I play Magic. I've been playing since I was 3.5.
Yeah.
And I've been going to competitive events and stuff, and I just enjoy playing it.
Since 3 years old, I feel like that is just a remarkable accomplishment on its own. I think on the package it says like what, ages 14 and up or something like that?
13 and up.
13 and up.
That's just a suggestion.
Well, I guess so. You were able to knock 10 years off it by playing at age 3.
Yeah, although I was almost 4. I was a little over a month from being age 4.
Yeah, that totally counts. We're counting that. Yeah, we're counting that. 3 years old playing Magic. That is incredible. For this live stream, when I was told that we would have you on, I decided I had better learn at least a thing or two. And it's really a complicated game. Do you agree or not as much?
Yes, it's very complicated. There's a lot of different rules that can be changed on cards. So it can be very complicating.
And so, I mean, okay, I feel like there's so much to cover here. So Magic, you're not supposed to call it Magic, right? You have to call it Magic the Gathering. Is this true?
No, you can just call it Magic.
Okay. All right. And so I shall. Okay. And so with Magic, they're like what, 6 decks or something like that? How many different kind of colors
There are 5 different colors.
Okay.
But there are 10 different ways to there are, I think, 20 different ways to throw those colors together.
Okay. And then so what's your favorite deck to play with? What color?
Green.
Oh man.
All the way, all the time, all day, every day I'll play green.
That's what's up. I love your outfit really matches your predilection for that color. You look awesome.
Green's my favorite color. Green was my favorite color before I started playing Magic, and then when I was in Magic, I'm like, yeah, I want to play green because it's my favorite color. So then I'm just stuck with green. Yeah,
green's a great color to be stuck with. Nature like really favors green. Everything. I don't know. Green is money. That's also my favorite color. So we have that in common.
Yay.
And then so and so tell me about the green deck. What do you like about that one?
I like how it's all about creatures, especially big creatures. Like creatures are like a type of card. Okay. We'll get into that a little later though.
Oh, all right, cool. All right, great. And then so tell me a little bit about do you know things about each of the colors of decks?
Yes.
Okay.
There's each color kind of has something that they want to do and a personality like they have. Like green's personality is about nature.
Yeah.
And all about big creatures. like big, big, big creatures, but also
Yeah.
just creatures in general.
Okay.
And
So
then
how big are we talking? When you say big, big, big creatures, is this like a
there
bear?
have been 11. There have been 11 power, 11 health creatures. So big.
So, and then 11 power, that sounds like to scale really enormous. What's a typical power level?
3 to 4.
Oh, so 11 is like lethal.
Yep. Well,
And that's the stuff
really.
that you like. So basically, if I was to ask you, like, what's your favorite kind of car, you'd say a tank
Or a creature.
or
But
creature.
I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
creatures more. I like actually in the decks I normally play, I have a lot more smaller creatures. That
Okay.
creatures kind of make my creatures a little bigger. Like
Okay.
most of my creatures that I play with are like 3 or 4 power.
Okay. Yeah, that's more reasonable. I think I'll start with the smaller ones because I don't know, the big ones, it sounds like, maybe I wouldn't know how to do that. We'll see. I have a fairly low confidence level with the game of Magic. I'm just going to be honest with you, Dana.
It's fine. I mean, it took me a while because it's a complicated game and
Yeah.
I'm as good as I am now because I've been playing for I think 5.5 years.
Yeah. Yeah. You're a natural is what I understand of it. This
Thanks.
stuff, yeah, you're very welcome. I'm just kind of stating the public opinion. And so let's go through some of the other decks. I'm interested. Okay, so green is nature. What about like red? Is there a red deck?
Red is kind of like about fire and aggression. It likes to be super fast and deal damage directly to creatures and directly to the and directly kind of to the other wizard's health essentially.
Oh. So it's kind of like mean?
Yeah, kind of. Not as mean as some of the other colors, but
Really?
yeah, there are some really mean colors that I
So
don't
that one, well, let's talk about those because fire and aggression and like that. I mean, red kind of sounded like menacing. So it sounds like there's something even crazier.
Yeah, I think that the most annoying slash mean color, it's really close, but I think the first one is blue. Blue
Oh,
is
I
kind
never
of
would have guessed that.
blue is kind of like insightful and like and kind of likes getting information and they like disrupting you, like changing the whole rules of the game pretty much, like saying you can't do that. This won't do what it's supposed to do, and
What?
also like putting extra cards in your hand.
So blue is really up to no good. Blue is like,
Yes.
is it kind of like a bad guy? Is it villainous?
Well, kind of the most villainous, like blue is kind of annoying and disruptive, but
Yeah.
the most annoying is black. Black kind of like once you bring stuff back from your dead zone slash discard pile slash graveyard,
Yeah.
and also like kills all of your creatures. So like they have
Oh,
cards that say destroy target creature, like gets rid of a creature and sacrifices their own creatures to for their own benefit to do something really good. So blacks and black's all about evil and death, essentially.
oof. I mean, this is really bad. When you started with red, I thought that was going to be as bad as it got, and it's just simply not.
Although
It's
a
simply
really
not so.
good and happy color,
Yeah.
apart from all of this, is white.
Okay.
What? Yeah. My sister loves white, so she's gonna come in.
Is she there? Come on over. Hi. How are you?
Hello.
Nice to meet you. I'm Dan.
Nice to meet you too.
What's your name?
Sadie.
Nice to meet you. So you love white. You play this game also. It sure sounds like.
Only a little.
Only a little bit, but when I play, the only way I will play is if they let me play white with a bunch of flying creatures.
And Elspeth.
Oh. So come a little bit closer to the microphone that Dana's got and tell us about white.
Well, it's more about like working together kind of and making small creatures which have abilities give other small creatures advantages, basically them building on each other.
I see.
But it's also more it has a bunch of gaining life and protection things as well. Like you also it's more on the defensive side, if that makes sense.
Oh yes, I mean kind of. As much as any of this is making sense.
And then there's also like one of the big things is it has flying angels, which is flying creatures. Which
that sounds great.
Creatures are just amazing, just flying.
So flying angels, they really like mess things up. They go and they get in there and they attack. This game's about attacking, right?
Yeah. And the good thing about flying creatures is unless you really have a flying creature or ability, they can't be blocked. So it's really useful.
Yeah, like some special abilities can be used to block flyers, but not many.
I see. Man, I can't imagine how confusing it would be to get attacked by a flying angel. Could you imagine that? You're like, oh my God, angels exist and they're coming for me. And then they just start attacking. Horrible. What would you do? So how do you defend against a flying angel?
Probably run away and scream.
Screaming? Yeah, that sounds about right. Ask for help.
And running away as fast as possible.
Somebody help me. Well, if they're flying, I don't know. I mean, I could run. I think that would be even worse if you were running and not getting away from the flying angel attacking you.
Oh.
I mean, I can run pretty fast. So.
Yeah, you might be able to get away. I don't know. I think you'd be safe though, Dana. I feel like if anybody knows how to get rid of a flying angel, it's you.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
I'd be shouting, Dana, help me.
I would grab her and use her as a shield. Block me!
Yeah, could bring in one of those 11 creatures.
Yeah, that has reach.
I would say, use a creature, help!
Yeah. I'm gonna summon a big 11 creature that can block, that has a special will to block flyers.
Give me an example. So I'm getting attacked by a flying angel, and I'm like, Dana, I really need you. And you go, all right, I got this. And you step in. What are you going to summon to take care of that flying angel?
I'm probably, well, it depends how much damage and how much health the angel has. Typically, an angel will have 5 power and 5 toughness. So, like, there's a card. We're not going to be playing with it, but the special ability word is called Reach, and there's a 5 power 6 toughness card with Reach. So I would summon that and block it, and it'll die. Great.
And I would count on you to do all of that while I, you know, address my wounds and stuff.
Hiding fear.
I'll be over there, you know, getting pulled onto the stretcher as you make that whole thing happen. So Sadie, tell us more about the white deck. What else we got in there?
Well, it's more like there's a lot of protection stuff as well as you are basically gaining a bunch of life.
I see.
That
so sounds great.
You protect yourself and you start gaining life until the other person just dies.
And sometimes white can like attack while also draining their life. So the life that the damage it deals, you gain that life.
See, I want this. This deck sounds great for me. First of all, I want flying angels on my side. Second, I want to gain life. Are you kidding? This sounds totally better than the other things.
Yes, thank you.
Yep, I'm sold. I'm sold on the white deck. All right, what else? So we've got, let's see, green, we did blue, we did black, we did red, we did white.
There are no more, there's only those 5 colors.
That's really reasonable.
But you can like mash them together, like you can have a green and white deck sometimes, but that gets a little more complicated.
Yeah. I'm gonna go in baby steps with the complications.
Yeah.
And so, how many decks do you own? Do you just need those 5 and you're set, or are there like other things?
Now there are lots of other decks. I don't know how many decks I have. I mean, I don't have actually that many decks. I might have about 10 decks, and a lot are just loose cards.
Okay. And then so walk me through that. Like, what do you got? Like, do you have so what's a loose card? You've added
so
this
just
card?
A random card that's not in a deck or anything.
I
so
see.
It's just like laying around.
But you would add it. I see. You'd add it to your deck though, right? It's not like just gonna kind of come into the game.
Yeah, we have to, it won't just come into the game from anywhere. It has to be in your deck. So cards can be collected and if you're not going to use them, you can like sell them, or you
Sell it?
or sell them.
Like for how much? Like what can I
Well,
get?
for how much the card is worth. So some cards are worth like 69 cents. Others are worth $100,000.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. There's a card that's $100,000, right? Yeah, it's the most valuable card in Magic, and also one of the oldest cards in Magic that came out 27 years ago. It's called Black Lotus.
I mean, yeah, I'm kind of speechless about this. You are a child, but you're a very credible child.
Thanks.
You're welcome. You've earned it. But I mean, $100,000. So like you could, I don't know, have like a Ferrari or like send a kid to college or like, any kind of, or you could have a Black Lotus Magic card. Does that just like win the game?
It's pretty good. It doesn't outright win the game, but it's pretty good. It is very good. It's part of the 9 most powerful cards in Magic.
I see. So wait, it's only in the top 9, even though it's $100,000.
Yeah, because it's very old. 27 years old. It's from the moment Magic came out.
Okay. So if any of you are just joining us on this live stream, I have Dana, our Magic the Gathering girl. You can see her episode posted on her social media platforms prior to this link. And that's her sister Sadie, who has helped us learn about the decks. I'll give you a round of applause. Thank you for your help. We appreciate you stopping by. Thank you. All right. And then, so Dana, let's talk a little bit about these like specialty cards. So Black Lotus, this is one of the top 9 cards. Like, what do we got up at the top of that list?
Well, there's a whole thing called the Power 9 that came out in the very first kind of group of cards of Magic called Alpha. It's like the groups of cards are called sets, and the set name was Alpha.
Okay.
And Black Lotus plus 8 other cards were printed. So there's a Black Lotus that kind of is 3 free mana. So like on your first turn, you could cast something that needs 4 energy, essentially.
Okay, all right.
On your first turn, normally you would have to wait till your 4th turn.
Okay, I'm going to take your word on that. I played once. Shout out to my friend David and Karen for helping me learn the basics. I played once. It went fairly well. I had a boar that was very helpful, or it was an elk. Very helpful elk. And I'm going to have to take your word on some of this stuff until maybe I'll learn a little bit more. So, but walk me through a little bit more of the, what was it called? The Power 9?
Yeah, it's the 9 most powerful cards in Magic. There's like Mox Amber that I think taps for 1 red energy. It's 0 mana, so it's a free mana that you can keep using.
Okay.
Once on each of your turns.
Okay.
And then there's 1 for each of the colors. I don't know the name of all of them because they're way older than me. They're 3 times older than me.
Yeah.
So
you're not that old though.
Like,
You'll catch up. Catch up. Yeah.
Well, it'll still always be older than me.
I guess it'll always be older than you. So you won't catch up. You'll proportionately. I don't know. I just got roasted on that. You will not catch up. Oh man, you're smart, Dana. You really are.
Thanks.
I just wasn't really thinking. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about like what you do. So you play in tournaments, right?
Yeah, I'm normally playing like big tournaments, mostly around the west coast of the U.S. Sometimes and mostly around North America, because I've been to some on the East Coast or Middle East and a little bit in Canada. And I went to 1 event in Europe.
Wow.
But
how
that
big
wasn't
are the
just for
tournaments?
an event. We were making it a family trip and happened to stop by a Magic event.
Cool. Love that. So how many people in the tournament generally?
So that varies because sometimes, because there are many different things to do at the events. There's like the main competitive tournament, and then there are also like some side events that you can play in. Normally in the convention center, there are like a couple thousand people. And then
What?
in the actual big tournament, there might be like 700 to 1,000 people.
That is outrageous. So it's like, are they all in one like hall? Is it kind of like
Yeah, most
like a
yeah,
Viking dinner?
yeah, but it's a big hall.
I bet. I sure do bet. All right, and then so I think in your video you were talking about how you want to get to the second day. Have you done this since
I
the video?
actually have. I've done it
Really?
3 times. I've done it 3 times, and I've even cashed
Wow.
or made money at one of them.
Is that right? May I ask what you spent the money on? I'm just curious.
I haven't spent the money on anything yet.
So smart. What do you think? Are you going to get a Black Lotus?
No, it's not enough.
Okay. Yeah. Someday. Unless, I don't know, perhaps you're going to just pay to go to college.
I don't
or
really need it. There's only like people just want it to like show off for the collection. Or they play like a format called that's really really old. Any card from Magic, but I don't play that format because it's really expensive.
I see. Well, hey, do you want to play?
Sure.
Should we play?
We should probably go over the basic rules and stuff a little
Okay.
bit.
So
And like what the different cards are and the different parts of a turn.
So how should we do that? I've got a little.
So maybe I set up beforehand.
Oh, you did?
Some cards to help explain stuff.
Okay, that's great.
For different types of cards, there's a forest or a land card. There are different types of land. There's forest, plains, island, swamp, and mountains. Those all represent a color. So forest represents green, mountains represents that represents white.
Oh, okay.
Plains is white, mountains are red, swamps are black, and islands are blue.
Okay. That's cool.
And so you can only play one land on each of your turns.
Right.
And then you can tap them to show that you use them.
Right. And that's turning them. Yeah.
Yeah, turning them. And you can play a card that only needs 1 mana if you have one of them. So like I'm playing a creature, Llanowar Elves. Llanowar Elves is 1 mana. It has 1 power and 1 toughness, so it's a small creature, but it taps for an extra land. So it can actually be an extra energy. So like so let's say on my next turn I play one of my lands, then I have a 3 mana thing that I can play. But I don't have that exactly quite yet.
Okay.
But a sorcery is kind of like this rapid bite. It will say sorcery where you could tell the creature type. So like Llanowar Elves, there's a little inside bar kind of right above the text.
Right.
So like Sarah's Guardian, where it says angel, that's what type of creature it is. But for different types of cards, like Rapid Bite, it will say sorcery instead of a creature type. And sorceries can only be used once, and it can't be cast in the middle of something. So like you use the ability, and it goes to the discard pile or the graveyard.
Got it.
And then there are also instants that can be used at any time they make sense. You can like put it. It's like sorcery. You have the effect, then it goes away.
Okay, so here's what I think we should do. I can't really retain that.
Okay.
I would like to. It's going to take me a little bit of practice. So what do you think we just play a game, kind of open hand,
and go over the different parts of a turn as we're playing?
Yeah, that would be great.
All right.
Okay, so I have. So what color do you want? You're green, right?
Well, it depends if you, because I know you're a little familiar with greens. So
Yeah, that was the one that I played.
So if you want to play green, you can as well.
Okay, I'll do that, and that's very kind of you. I want to say that.
I will.
Very nice.
I will play red.
Oh, okay.
Because I want to. Well, actually, maybe I want to play a little bit of white or something.
Okay, you can do whatever you'd like. I'm not expecting to
actually
really defend myself at all here. This is the part of the show where I
I wanna. Yeah, I'm gonna play red.
Okay, red it is.
And then you start by shuffling the decks.
Okay, I've been shuffling
to make sure they're
these.
mixed.
Do you know any card tricks? Or you got cards in your hand all the time? Do you ever do any tricks?
Well, normally I don't shuffle because normally the cards are 60, but they also are thicker, and my hands are a little too small to hold all of them.
Yeah.
But when I'm playing like a format where there's only like 40 cards, these decks are only 30 cards.
Right.
I can just shuffle them a lot easier.
Yeah, that's fair. The small hand thing is a really valid point. So, so I've dealt myself 7. That's correct, is it not?
Yes, you start off with 7 cards.
All right.
Well, and then you kind of have a way to decide who goes first. So, like, we could. So I have dice, so we can I can roll one of them, and you can call odd or even, and then you'll get to decide if you go first or you draw a card on your first turn. Because if you go first on your first turn, you don't draw a card. But if you go second, you draw a card on your first turn.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna call it. Ready? Odd. I like odd.
It is even. It's 2.
Oh, I'm okay with that.
So
I'm just gonna take it.
I want to go first.
Okay.
And then, we can pick the 7 cards.
Here are my cards.
All right. Yeah, normally you wouldn't show them, but
normally I wouldn't show them.
Experience, it's a little easier.
You don't have to. I can't see your cards, but if you want to play honor system, you can not look at my screen. But I know that's going to be very tempting.
For your battlefield, because you have to know what the opponent has on their. Like showing that you would see when you play your cards. Otherwise, like if you attack and they actually have a creature that can block,
right?
You wouldn't know that because you can. So at the beginning of your turn, since I went first, and it's the first turn, I don't draw a card,
right.
and you play a land, and then you look to see if you have. I played a mountain land.
Yeah.
And you look in your hand to see if you have anything with 1 mana cost, and you can tell because in the top right corner.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's right. That's
a white and green mixed.
What, minus?
Yeah. There's some planes that type for only white mana, but then there are green cards in it.
Oh, okay. Is that okay?
It's a little harder because you can't actually use the planes to tap for green mana to cast your things.
Should I get a different deck?
No, you can just pull out all the white cards. So they should be separate, and you'll be able to pull out only those cards because I think you might have mixed them.
Is this a white one?
Yeah, that's a white one. It will have that little plane symbol that has on the bottom in the mana cost.
Got it. Okay, cool. All right, so then I'm pulling out all the green cards.
And then you can and then probably reshuffle because then it actually makes it a lot less complex.
Okay. I'm down for that. Less complex is good for me.
Yeah.
Okay, so for anybody just joining us, this is, of course, 60-Second Docs Live. And we have Dana Fischer, who is our Magic the Gathering girl and a dynamo at Magic the Gathering. Some day 2 status. That's for ballers, isn't it? As they say. For the people who are really good.
Yeah, because there are normally 8 rounds in that big event, and you have to win 6 of them.
Yeah.
So I've done that. I have been the youngest to do that, and I've been the youngest to make money or win a cash prize.
And like, so on a scale of 1 to 10, like how good does that feel?
Probably a 10.
Yeah.
It feels really good, honestly.
That's awesome. That's so cool, Dana. It really is.
Thanks.
All right. So you've played your card, right? And so now it's my turn, and I need to put down.
And you can draw a card also.
Okay, I'm gonna draw a card.
And I'm also gonna have life here. So we can check life.
What are you saying?
I'm like checking life because I have a life pad here. So if you want to know what I'm at and what you're at, you can ask me and I'll tell you.
Okay, that sounds good. And we're both at 20, right? And we're working down to 0.
We will start at 20.
Yeah, and so whoever loses all their life first down from 20 loses the game. And okay, cool. I think for anybody watching that doesn't know the game, I think you've got a long way to go. I don't know, just sit back and enjoy if you've never played Magic. Really, I've only played once, and I'm.
And then you can
trying to
look in your hand to see if you have. Yeah, and then you look in your hand to see if you have anything that you can play that has 1 mana.
Okay, I do. I'm gonna play this Highland game.
That's actually 2 mana. It has a 1 It has 1 and a green symbol, so you add together, so that's 2. So
I see. Okay, then I can't do anything, and that's the end of my turn.
That's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I'm drawing, and then I play another land, and I don't have anything with 2 mana, so it is your turn.
Okay. Okay, so then I'm gonna play another forest. Boom,
yeah, and then you can also draw a card so that you can get more things to play.
So I drew one after my last turn, which gives me a total now of 7 in my hand after having played the forest. Did I do that right?
Yes, you did that right.
Okay. So then
I just couldn't see as well.
Yeah. Okay, so then there goes my.
So now you can play that Highland game.
I can play that. Oh yeah.
Well, that's not a creature. That's an instant. So you.
I meant this one.
Yeah, that one.
I meant that one. Okay, cool. So then.
You tap your lands to show that you used them.
Right. And I draw.
Well, at the beginning of your turn, you draw.
Oh, you do? Okay, I forgot that part. All right, so then that's the end of my turn.
Yes. And then I will draw.
I'm getting nervous.
I don't have any lands to play. I didn't draw my lands, so it's your turn.
Wow, this is going really well for me so far. So I'm going to untap these.
Yes.
I was just saying I'm getting a little bit nervous, though. I feel like there's this like tidal wave of pain coming for me. Okay, so I'm going to play a forest, and then now I can attack, right, with a Highland game?
Yes, you can attack me for 2 damage.
Okay, now hold on.
It's a 2/1, right?
It's a 2/1. So I've got a Titanic Growth.
So if you attack, you have to tap it to show that it's attacking, and then you can tap your the actual Highland game. It's taking a nap, pretty much.
Yeah, and so that took 2.
Yes, and so it gets +4 power and +4 toughness, so I will take 6 damage, but then the Titanic Growth ability goes away, and that...
Forever?
In your graveyard, unless you have a way to get it back from the graveyard.
Okay, so that's gone, but so my turn is gone, and I've gotten 6.
Yeah, you've gotten 6 damage to me, so now I am at 14.
Okay. Hopefully you've drawn a land.
Yes. It's not a land, but it's something I can cast. I can tap 2 lands to play Kargan Dragoneer.
What's that?
Or Dragon Rider, sorry. As long as
Dragon Rider?
Yep. As long as I control a dragon, it has flying.
Oh my gosh.
But
and then flying is...
Yeah, there are bigger dragons that are like 5/5, 6/6s that have flying, so...
That's pretty legit.
Yeah, it's only a 2/2.
Okay. And is that the end of your turn?
Yes. So you wake the Highland game from its nap, and you untap your lands.
Wake them up, draw a card. It's a forest. I'll play that. And then let me just see here. Okay, so then I have a question here. Well, I don't know. So I can play this Thornhide Wolf, right?
That is 5 mana. So next turn, if you have a land, you can.
Okay, got it. All right, so then I really don't have anything. I have another Titanic growth to play with the Highland game, so I'm gonna do this whole thing again.
And then I'll take another 6.
All right.
Down to 8.
All right, and then that's the end of my turn. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
here.
and the Titanic growth goes away.
And I've used this again. They were good while they lasted. They've given me a feeling that at least I'm not going to get throttled on the air here, which is nice.
Yeah. Yay, a land. I got a land.
Man, you've gotten a really rough hand so far, huh? No lands through what do you have, 8 cards?
Well, yeah, but there's less land than there are actual cards. So I think in this deck, I think that there are about 13 lands and 17 cards.
Okay.
Like actual cards. So I'm gonna play Onak Ogre. So that thing is a 4/2, 4 power, 2 toughness.
Yeah.
It is an Ogre Warrior. And then I'm gonna attack you for 2.
All right, and I have no defense against that, right? This guy's tapped. Okay.
Yeah, can't block when it's tapped.
All right, so you're on the board. So now it's what, 18-14 or something?
18-8. You
18-8. 18-8. Okay. All right. So then it's your turn? Or no, it's my turn?
It's your turn now.
Okay, so then I untap these. I'll put down another forest. And then
you can play that Thornhide Wolf.
Should I play this wolf?
Yeah. It's big. It's a 4 power, 5 toughness, so it's really big.
Okay, so there goes that one. And I'm summoning these. That's the correct word?
Yes.
So you are a summoner. You are a professional summoner.
Well, I'm Magic player, but yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
That's cool. That's really cool. I'd like to be a summoner. I'm just passing through. You're a real summoner.
Thing.
Yeah. Okay, so then what do? I tap these?
To play, you tap 5 of them.
Yeah, okay. All right.
And then you could attack with your 2/1, and I have a 4/2 that could decide to defend.
And I tap the wolf too, right?
The wolf can't tap because it was in an eternal sleep and it woke up and it hasn't had its bottle of Coke yet.
Oh my, eternal sleep. But
and then you woke it up. And then you woke it up. But it's really tired, so it hasn't had its cup of Coke.
Yeah, definitely needs some Coca-Cola. All right, well. Okay, so it's your turn.
Yes. All right, I will untap. I will draw. All right. I think I will attack with my 4/2.
Okay, that sounds good. What do I do?
Well, you have the option to block with one of your things. So you could block with your 2/1 or your 4/5. Your 2/1 would die and my thing would die. If you blocked with your 2/1. If you blocked with your 4/5, my thing would die and yours wouldn't.
Okay, so then wouldn't I want to do that one, right?
Yes. So you're gonna block my ogre. It doesn't tap to block.
Oh.
But before damage, I'm gonna cast a card called Trumpet Blast, and all my attacking creatures gets +2 to the power.
Oh my gosh.
So it's a 6/2, so both creatures will die.
So you just killed both my creatures?
No, I just killed one of your creatures, the creature that blocked, and then my creature would also die.
Got it. So the wolves, good while they lasted, right? That's it?
Yes.
Okay. Back to eternal sleep, you think?
Sure.
Yeah, that was it. They never got their Coca-Cola. That was it. They missed the window. Eternal sleep again. Tough break. Okay, and then is it your turn still?
No, I'll pass the turn, so it's now your turn.
Okay, and then all right. So then I'm gonna untap these, draw a card, and then oh man, I don't have too much to do here. All right, so then I'll play this forest and attack with the Highland game.
Okay, I will block with my 2/2, so both creatures will again die.
Oh man. So now I don't have any creatures.
No,
This
but
is
I
where
don't.
it turns.
Well, I don't have any creatures either.
Oh, okay. I feel like I'm under attack here, even if I have the lead. I'm swimming in the deep end, let me say. All right, and then so it's your turn.
All right. Well, do you have anything that you can cast for 6
No.
or less mana?
No, I don't.
Okay. So I'll untap. I'll
Yeah.
draw. I
Yeah.
will play a land. I will
Okay.
tap 4 mana, and I will play Hostile Minotaur. It has what's called haste, so it actually doesn't need its coke to attack.
Hold on, this thing is called Hostile Minotaur?
Hostile Minotaur, yes.
I love that title. It's not a normal Minotaur. It's not a Minotaur that wants to be friends. This thing is hostile.
Yes. And
It's had its Coca-Cola and it's
it is
angry.
a 3/3, 3 power, 3 health.
Yeah.
3 toughness, and it has haste, so it is awake as soon as it got waken up, and it doesn't need its coke. So I will attack you for 3.
Brutal. All right, so that's another 3.
So you are at 15, and I am at 8.
Okay. All right, so then it's my turn.
Yes.
I'm gonna pick up a card here. I can play it, right? Sorcery, boom.
Well, you don't
Rapid
have a
bite.
creature, so if you had a creature, you could have a creature deal its power to my thing, and if it had 3 or more power, it would kill my thing, and your thing wouldn't die. But so you would need a creature to play that.
Bummer. Okay, it's your turn. I feel like I spent my luck. My wolves.
Well, I'm going to attack you for 3.
Okay, I can deal with that.
A 12. And then I will spend 1 mana to play Goblin Mitivator.
What's that?
It's 1 mana for 1/1, and it can give one of my things haste.
Oh, so there's no Coca-Cola needed.
Yes.
And then so how much did you just hurt me?
What? No, I just dealt 3 damage to you, and this doesn't attack yet.
Got
it
it.
doesn't have haste. It can give something haste, but it doesn't have haste.
Right. Okay. And then so now what's the power pack saying?
So now I'm gonna pass the turn because I don't have anything else to do. So you can draw your card.
Yeah. All right. Ooh. Okay. Oh, this is a creature. How interesting. Wall of Vines. This is gonna protect me, right?
Yeah. It can't attack because it has Defender, and it can block flyers though, because that's what Reach means. So it's a 1 mana, 0 power, 4 toughness, so it can take a lot of hits, and damage resets at the end of each turn, and so it can take 4 damage and it can take up to like 3 damage before it dies. If it takes more than 3 damage, it will die.
Yeah.
So but it doesn't deal any damage.
I just realized I think I might have misread this other card that I have. Can I play that?
Yes.
Boom. Okay. Woo. I guess I just kind of didn't realize that I had 6 down. So then, all right, I'm going to play this.
Yes. That thing has trample, which means if, let's say I blocked with my 1/1 guy.
Yeah.
You would deal 1 damage to that and 5 damage right to me because it tramples over.
Let's do it.
So if it attacks, but it doesn't have haste.
Oh, it needs its coke. Okay, yeah.
Yes, it needs its coke.
Bummer. It's out though. I'm glad I found that. I don't know what I was thinking there.
Yeah. I will untap. And I will attack for 3.
Okay.
And your thing can block if you want.
Well, but it would hurt it, right?
Yes, but it would heal at the end of my turn.
So then I would definitely want to do that, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'll do it.
So my thing will die. Your thing will live. And then after I attack, I will tap 4, and I will cast Electrify, killing it.
What?
Dealing 4 damage to it. It has 3 remaining health because it's not the end of my turn yet. So
You
I will
killed
deal.
this?
Yep.
For those watching at home, look at this thing. It's a colossal dreadmaw. It's like a dinosaur that's, oh man, terrifying creature. So let me get this straight. You just killed that thing?
Yeah, but I had to use 2 cards to do it. But yes.
It's hard for me to feel good about this. I felt like I think I had something, and now it's just suddenly gone. Ugh, okay.
Well, you got rid of my 3/3 without really using only 1 card.
I mean,
I had to
I don't
spend 2
know.
cards.
It doesn't feel like a win, Dana. You know, I had that dreadmaw. It was so big. Okay. So, is it my turn yet?
Yes.
All right. So I draw a card here. It's a forest. I'll put that down. And then now I've got, I think, enough to do this Ghost Bark Twins.
Yes, that costs 7 mana, and it can block 2 creatures.
But it can attack too, right?
Yeah, it can attack on your next turn. And,
of course.
And it's the same thing as the Colossal Dreadmaw. So if I blocked with that, it would deal 6 damage because it's 7 minus 1. It dealt 1 damage to my creature, and then all the damage that's left spills over to me.
Right. Okay. And I put down my or wait, am I able to put down my wall of vines, or is that supposed to already be down?
No, you don't put it because you don't have enough mana to cast both of them. You would need 8 mana.
Next turn. Got it. All right, I'm going to make this a little bit more palatable for the viewers at home. Okay, so that's my turn. You're up.
All right, untap. Draw. I will play a land. Okay. I will tap 5 of them. And I will play Sparktone Dragon. It is a 3/3 with flying. And,
oh, no.
And when it enters the battlefield, I may pay 3. If I do, it deals 3 damage to anything. I don't have the 3 extra mana, so I can't do that.
Okay. But the pain is coming. It's a flying creature. My wall of vines will take care of that, right? But I'm a ways away.
Yes. Well, yes, it will.
But I can't. All right.
Yeah, you can't play it yet. So I will tap this to give this haste.
Okay.
And I will tap you for 3.
Okay. And then, should I just take that to my...
Yeah, you can't block it because it has flying and your thing doesn't have reach.
Okay, so then that's 3 right off the top there. So what's the score?
9-8. You're at 9, I'm at 8.
You've really caught up. I was like, it was like 18-8. I knew this would happen, to be honest. I did know it. I reconciled it, days ago. Okay, so it's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so I can play... So let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 7 mana to play the Ghost Bark Twins. So that means I can't play this Rabid Bite, right? Not enough mana.
Well, you can now because it's your new turn. So the energy or the lands untap and you can use them again. So yeah, you can use them.
Okay, so then down it goes. Rabid Bite. 2 of these are tapped, and then Ghost Bark.
Twins will deal 7 damage to one of my creatures. Which
That's
one?
good.
My 1/1 or my 3/3 flyer.
And that's for you to pick.
No, you pick it.
What are my options?
You can pick which one to kill. My 1/1 that gives something haste, or my 3/3 that gives something that has flying.
Oh man, this feels like such a trick question. You know the answer too. I love how competitive you are. You know, and you're not going to tell me. Let's just.
I can tell you.
No, I don't want you to. Tell me after. Okay, so I feel like I'm in trouble with that flying creature. I don't have anything to block that. I probably should have played this. I probably should have played my vines. That would have prevented the flyer. Ooh,
well, it doesn't matter because you can kill it, which would be better. Plus, the wall of vines doesn't do any damage. It just stops it from dealing damage to you, and I could. Yeah,
I'm taking out the flyer then.
Okay, that was the right choice.
Oh, good. Great. How wrong? So how dumb would it have been to take the other one?
There's points for each one, so it's not actually that.
Okay. All right. So then that's it, right? That's my turn.
Well, you can attack me for 7 now.
Whoa! Both of those?
Yeah, because the Rapid Bite is a card that has the ability to do that. And
Oh
then
my
the actual
goodness.
card can attack me for 7.
Oh, I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay, so attack you for 7.
Yeah, so the
Does that mean
twins will tap, and I will go to 1.
total of 1? Oh
You
my
just
gosh.
need to do 1 more damage to me.
I am getting really lucky here. Okay, so that's the end of my turn. And these are tapped, correct?
Yes, and the Rapid Bite goes away.
Okay, that was good. Well, that got rid of the flyer. That was a very clutch thing I had.
Yes, that Rapid Bite is a very good card.
That was clutch. Okay, cool. All right, you're up.
All right. I am going... I am... Right. So if I do 3... I'm gonna tap 5 to play this 5/4. It's a 5 mana. It's called Fire Elemental. 5 mana for 5/4. That's all it does.
Okay, so what happened?
So I just spent 5 mana and I summoned a 5/4 creature.
Okay, but it needs its Coke. It can't attack.
Yes, and I'm gonna just pass the turn.
Okay, so then I untap these, and I draw this card. It's a Centaur Courser. It's a Centaur Courser, of course.
Yep.
So then I'll
play 3 mana, and it is a 3/3. So you can play a 3/3.
I'll play a 3/3, and it needs its Coke, and then I pass the turn.
You can attack with the 7/7.
I have mixed emotions about that. Okay, I'm gonna attack with the Ghost Bark.
I will block my 2 things.
Okay.
You will deal 5 to and so these will deal 6 in total, but I'm trying to block as much damage as possible, but the toughness 4 + 1 is only 5, and the 2 extra goes over to me, so I die.
Unbelievable. Well, I feel like I got extremely lucky. How many lands did you even draw? You feel like it was really
only
hurting
5.
you there.
And if I got a 6th, I would have done a card called Fiery Finish, which would have done 7 damage to your Gaspark twins.
Woof.
And I would have had, and if I got another land, I also could have done a card called Shivan Dragon, one of an old classic card that is a 5/5, and I can spend 1 red to give it +1 on the power, and it flies.
And then generally in tournament play, this is like best 2 out of 3, correct?
Yes.
So you got extremely bad luck, if we're going to be honest here, with the lack of lands in the beginning.
Also, when I attacked with my 3/3 flyer, I probably maybe shouldn't have, because then but it could have gone either way.
Why should you have not attacked?
Because it would have been an extra blocker, or the 1/1 would have been a blocker for your Gaspark twin. So I would have, and it could have also been if I wanted it to, and I would have gone, and I wouldn't have gone down to 1. Then again, I wouldn't have had that 1/1 to block.
Yeah.
And I could have, but then I could have played my Fiery Elemental and stayed alive.
I see.
A little longer.
Let's talk a little bit about what has made you so successful. Like, you are really awesome at this.
Honestly, just practice. I've been playing for 5.5 years, so so I've been playing for a while.
Yeah, it's pretty unbelievable. Because we'll end this segment with this thing that we're doing now, where we comment on the comments. So people have left comments on your video on the different platforms. Yeah. And so many, as we were going through and kind of picking what comments we should read, there are so many people that are just floored by how good you are at this, and really feeling, encouraged and empowered that you're so young, but have gotten all this success. So first of all, bravo. Everybody is,
Thanks.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Okay, so then we'll get into a comment on the comments here. I love this, frankly. Internet comments are so ridiculous. These ones are much more just kind of straight ahead positive, although a lot of times on the internet you get some haters. So this first one is from Facebook, and it's from Sabrina Randall, who said, "Had this kid when I was a camp counselor. She was a bright ray of sunshine. She's an actor and ridiculously smart and funny, LOL." So that's from Sabrina Randall. Do you remember her?
I think I might. Yeah, I do. Yeah. Well, sort of. I might have. It's like I go to a lot of camps. I go to so sorry.
No. I mean, like, yeah, of course.
If you tell me
But
what
shout
camp
out to
you're
Sabrina
from, I
Randall.
probably remember. But
Yeah, I doubt that she's holding it against you. So shout out to Sabrina Randall. All right, next up, this was on YouTube. Caleb P. Writes, and yet the game says plus 13 years of age. This is amazing because the game is very complicated. So that's just another example of people being kind of floored by what it is that you do. And then here's one from Twitter. The Food Mage writes, I've been playing Magic for 20 years and I have no doubts she'd kick my ass. Sorry for the language. That's hilarious and likely true. And then next one and last one from Twitter, Double O Clank writes, no doubt she's going to hit day 2 a few times in the next few years, and I hope she can be the youngest ever to win a GP and world champ. So do you think that this is attainable in your future?
Yeah, it's definitely a goal. Probably not going to complete it this year, obviously, but I could definitely complete it in the future. I mean, I made day 2 when I was 8 and I cashed when I was 9.
Unbelievable. That's so cool. Do you get nervous at these tournaments?
I have gotten a little nervous because it was like called a win-in when if I won that I would have gotten into day 2, but if I lost I wouldn't have.
Yeah.
So I like got nervous there, but I normally don't get nervous because I've played a lot.
And you're really good. I imagine like if you're rolling up, like, feeling confident, like you got this, then like you're good. You're good to go. Well, listen, that's all the time that we have for this week's edition of 60 Second Docs Live. Thank you so much for joining us, Dana. It was really nice to meet you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you too.
And best of luck with everything. You have so many fans from us at 60 Second Docs and Indigenous Media and out there. We can't wait to see what you're able to pull off next. We're pulling for you.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Take it easy, everybody.